Hello, everyone. My name is Dylan March, and I'm currently an undergraduate student here at the University of Guelph. I would like to welcome you to the College of Arts and the College of Biological Sciences Convocation ceremony this morning. The University of Guelph is honored by our graduates, and we take great pride in this convocation. I'd like to tell you a little bit about the proceedings today. The ceremonials used for conferring degrees have evolved over a millennium, and the gowns and hoods represent that history. In general, the gowns for the baccalaureate and the magisteriate degrees are black, and the color of the hood is different for each degree program. The doctorates at the University of Guelph have a bright blue gown, and the honorary degrees are an even brighter color. The University of Guelph crest that you see on the curtains behind me and shown on the cover of the Convocation program also represents our specific history. The emblems in the crest show links with the royal city of Guelph through the white stallion above, the connection to liberal arts through the book, to the sciences through the astrolabe, and our connection to abundance and agriculture through the cornucopia. The University of Guelph motto, Rerum cognoscere causis, is a quote from Virgil. It is variously translated to be either, happy is the one who is able to ascertain the reason of things, or perhaps to know the meaning of things. The procession of people into the hall are also influenced by ancient tradition. The piper will herald the start of the procession of graduands, the students who are coming to graduate today. This will be followed by the arrival of the mace leading the platform party. The mace is a symbol of authority at the university and will be carried by the beadle. In medieval universities, a beadle was chosen by the instructor to work as an assistant. Today, the beadle is the ceremonial officer of Senate. Following the beadle and mace is the vice-chancellor, members of the administration and the honorees, fellows of the university, members of the board and senate, and members of faculty and staff. The degrees will be conferred in the order that you see in your program. The degrees are separated by categories, representing the specific degree being awarded within the college. We will begin with the doctorates and the magisteriates, followed by the baccalaureate degrees. The name reader will announce the degree being awarded at the start of each category. As the name of each student is called, the beadle will place the hood over the recipient's shoulders. This moment will be videoed, and, technology willing, there will be a simultaneous live cast of the event to allow family members and friends to watch from a distance. The Vice-Chancellor will then confer the degree. We understand the joy and excitement accompanying such an auspicious occasion, but we ask that you hold your applause until after each group of graduates has crossed the stage. There will be an opportunity for a truly thunderous applause after each group has graduated. Once all the degrees are conferred and all the cheers are cheered, the Vice-Chancellor will then close the ceremony and a recessional will play. Please remain standing during the recessional until all the platform party has processed to the hall. I would like to also mention today that we have introduced a new feature to Convocation. Our colleagues from Alumni Affairs and Development are hosting a new social media program developed for Convocation. So share your photos, memories, and advice with graduating students by joining us on social media and using the hashtag #GuelphGrad. Could I also ask you to turn off your cell phones once the Convocation ceremony begins? Finally, may I be the first person to congratulate the graduates on their various successes and offer my congratulations to the family and friends who are here to support them. Welcome to Convocation at the University of Guelph.
land. True patriot love in all our sons command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true North strong and free. From far and wide, O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
I would like to acknowledge the Attawandaron people on whose traditional territory the University of Guelph resides, and offer respect to our Haudenosaunee, Anishinaabe, and Métis neighbors as we strengthen our relationships with them. Some people think that if there's no higher power behind the universe, as many of you, including me, believe, there can be no real significance, much less spiritual significance, to an event like this. I disagree. If you are the parent or friend of one of these graduates, you know that today is significant. Some of you may be so surprised and even shocked that your son, daughter, or friend made it to today that you now believe in miracles, if not God. You are proud of what they have achieved. As they face the challenge of finding the right context to apply their education, may you continue your support, always mindful that to be loving, caring, and encouraging is at the heart of providing the spiritual support that we all need. If you are one of the faculty who have encouraged, taught, cajoled, and mentored these graduates to reach this milestone, you too know that this day is significant. May you have a deep sense that it was worth it, that this is what all their years of education were for, all your long years of education were for, and may you be renewed in your energy to do the same for the next group of undergrads. And for the students before me who are graduating today, may you be thankful, determined, and good. Thankful for your parents, your profs, and the life force that brought you into existence. Determined to make this a better world, and good, both in your field and in your character. If spirituality is about values more than beliefs, you have been encouraged at Guelph to embrace the life-enhancing values of caring and compassion along with academic achievement. Whether you believe in a higher being, an impersonal life force, or simply in life, love, and goodness in our universe, may this be one of the most significant days of your life as you become more equipped than ever in whatever field you go into to change lives and improve life. Amen, which means so be it. You may be seated.
Well, welcome, members of the board, honorary fellows, and faculty of the university, families and friends of the graduands, and last, but certainly not least, graduands. Welcome to the celebration of Convocation at the University of Guelph. My name is Franco Vaccarino, and I have the honor of serving as the President and Vice Chancellor of this great university. And I'm privileged to welcome you to Convocation. I'd like to extend a particular welcome to this morning's special guest, Professor Dana Paramaskas, who will be awarded the Medal of Merit, and she'll be introduced to you formally in a minute. So welcome to Professor Dana Paramaskas. As we begin today's convocation ceremony, I do believe actually that a few congratulatory remarks are in order. First off, graduates, this is your big day. You've worked hard, you've persevered, and you've made it. Well done and well deserved. Now, before we go on, graduates, there is a group of individuals here who I'm sure you will agree deserve your special attention. And of course, those are your family members and friends who have supported you from the sidelines and throughout your time at Guelph. So graduates, I invite you all to stand up, turn around, salute and applaud. Thank you. So in preparing this welcome, I reflected on how this university has prepared you, our graduates, for this very moment and for the years that will follow. Let me explain. I'm an optimist by nature, and in many ways, I think through what might be remembered as one of the most exciting and important periods in history. The world today is marked by absolutely unprecedented dynamism, incredible advances in the life sciences and physical sciences, in information and communications technology, in the sheer volume of discovery and knowledge. And through all this change, advances in the social sciences, the arts, and the humanities test our belief systems. They challenge our constructs against new and evolving societal contexts. And by doing so, they offer new information that helps us adapt to these changing realities. We're also witnessing disciplines and subject matter that had been isolated, coming together in fresh and exciting ways, like music and computer technology, healthcare and robotic engineering, manufacturing and agriculture. The interconnectedness of our world today makes knowledge more accessible and abundant. This is accelerating discovery and new learning faster than many of us can even keep up with. So what are the attributes of humans that will allow us to thrive in such dynamic times? Well, they include the ability as individuals and as a university for us to adapt and to readapt in a healthy way to uncertainty and change. And by adaptation, I don't mean simply passive habituation. I'm referring to the act of very consciously and deliberately redefining ourselves based on what is going on around us. When faced with change, people adapt. Sometimes they adapt in healthy ways. Sometimes they adapt in not so healthy ways. The opportunity for you, our graduates, is to adapt to change in healthy ways, to undertake thoughtful analysis that will help uncover what I like to call the upside of uncertainty and change. This provides hope, provides inspiration, it provides discovery. It's about taking uncertainty and change and turning it into something special. Today, an important part of our mission as a university has been to provide our students, you, our graduates, with an environment of broad perspectives and analysis, and the opportunity for you to adapt in a healthy way to a changing world. Now, in pursuit of this healthy adaptation, we must also remember and work to preserve and enhance what makes Guelph so unique. Our integrity, our team and community spirit, characterized by the willingness to look out for our neighbors and to work together towards common goals, and demonstrated through our volunteer work across this beautiful city and right around the world. How and what you choose to explore should be grounded in and guided by these timeless values that we have held here for over 150 years. Now, our university has worked hard to provide you with the tools to successfully adapt and navigate through the complexities and dynamics of modern society, and to provide you, our graduates, with hope and with clarity. We've tried to instill an ability to adapt and indeed to thrive within a more ambiguous and ever-changing environment. And we've built a physical environment that has supported your campus experience, a campus experience that has exposed you to meaningful learning, to world-renowned breakthroughs, and personal growth as well. Through all this, the University of Guelph has provided you with a home away from home during what I believe is a key transition in your own personal journeys, during a period of transformation in your own development. In short, we believe that your university has provided you with a nurturing environment, an environment that has enhanced your learning and incubated new ideas by facilitating meaningful human interaction and productive collaboration. The debate and discussion encouraged by university environments goes beyond simply information and technical skill. It is in this physical space that you've developed the analytical and soft skills that will serve you through each and every job you might have. What you've learned here goes beyond teaching of subject matter strictly and towards the process of learning, learning to learn, adaptation, and creativity. As successful graduates, many of you will blend knowledge, mixing and matching ideas from separate disciplines. Your time here at Guelph has provided you with the creative and intellectual skills to apply that knowledge in innovative, energizing, and in new and different ways. So as you enter this exciting next stage of your lives, I encourage you to draw on all of your University of Guelph experiences as learners and as members of a very special community. And to bring the very best you have to offer to each and every experience you encounter, to your work life, to your personal relationships, and to your service to society. Thank you very much.
Mr. Chancellor.
It is my great privilege to present Professor Dana Paramskis, this year's recipient of the Medal of Merit. Dr. Paramskis is honored for her outstanding contributions to the University of Guelph as an internationally renowned educator, innovator, and exemplary member of the university community for more than 4 decades. Her work in designing and promoting distance education has made her a pillar at the Office of Open Learning and Educational Support and in the online community. Dana has always been at the leading edge of technological developments and pedagogical applications. She regularly brings to the attention of her colleagues the many new tools, websites, and programs that she discovers, which serve to enhance the department's course offerings and enrich the student experience. Dana is involved as much in these activities now as she was before retirement, and she continues to be responsible for creating a great number of the increasingly popular online courses offered by the program in French Studies. The wealth of knowledge Dana brings and the time and effort she dedicates to these projects are extraordinary. Dana Paramskis continues to mentor colleagues through new teaching technologies and carry out research that has real-world impact, enhancing the academic life and character of the university. Given her track record in technological innovation and learner-centeredness, it makes perfect sense that she's currently designing a cutting-edge language app for the iPhone. Since her retirement, Dana has been actively involved with the university's Retirees Association, serving on the executive of the association for the past 8 years. Her depth of experience allows her to bring valuable background and history to many of the executive committee discussions. She has also frequently served as a volunteer reviewer of entrance scholarships in a role that can be invisible and yet is critical to high-quality recruitment and enhancing the reputation of the University of Guelph. We're fortunate that Dr. Paramskis continues to contribute to the academic life and reputation of the College of Arts and the University of Guelph. I now ask you, Mr. Chancellor, to present her with the University of Guelph Medal of Merit.
I am pleased to invite Dr. Dana Paramskis to now give the convocation address.
Bonjour et bienvenue. Welcome to the graduates, to their families and friends, and congratulations to all. Now, may I tell you a story? Why, might you ask, do I want to tell a story? Bear with me, I'll answer that in a roundabout way. Long ago, for a long, long time, and in every culture on the planet, all knowledge was transmitted via stories. The elders told stories to the young. We still have traces of that tradition. The Bible, both the Old and the New Testaments, the Quran, the Hindu Vedas, the Buddhist Sutras, to mention only a few. Then, in one very small part of the globe, sometime around the 16th century, Western Europe invented science. Or thought it did, because the Muslim world, in that respect, was way ahead in those days. At any rate, the old stories were derided and labeled myths. The new era was baptized with a nod to its ancient Greek predecessor, the Renaissance. Now, science is wonderful. Where would we be without it? So many advances in domains such as medicine, communications, etc. Guelph is, of course, a world-renowned site of sciences such as agriculture, veterinary, and biological sciences. Science thought of the world in terms of facts, data, logic. One of the prime movers in this field was Descartes, a French philosopher who made such an impact that his name was turned into an adjective, Cartesian, meaning logical, scientific thinking. His prime idea was, je pense, donc je suis, I think, therefore I am. Actually, since he wrote in Latin, as did most learned folks of his time, he wrote cogito ergo sum. Over the centuries, science became more and more prestigious. By the end of the 19th century, Berthelot, one of the most respected and famous scientists of his day, wrote, quote, "It is science, and science alone, that has transformed, since the Enlightenment and even from the beginnings of time, the material and moral conditions of people's lives. Only two and a half centuries ago, the scientific method freed itself of all external links and became known in its pure state. Its efficacy has been proven in the most varied domains through an ongoing and expanding industrial and social development," end quote. The humanities were thought of more and more as frivolous, not really relevant to the modern world. They were suspiciously attracted to stories. But something funny happened at the end of the 20th century. Starting with the social sciences, psychology in particular, it was noticed that human beings learn best through stories. In the scientific context, of course, they could not be called stories, so the word narrative was invented. So here's the story I want to tell you. What does university offer you? An opportunity to develop your own story. As graduates from high school, you came to us with an unformed story filled with experiences and facts rather undigested. We offered you a template to write your own story, your exploration of the world, its history, its art, and writings. When you come into contact with that exploration, you have the chance to write and expand your own story, your identity, your cultural references, your values. But it is an interactive process, as all good stories are. The storyteller needs an audience and a reaction from that audience. The storyteller weaves and expands his or her story based on the reaction from the audience. So we, as professors, tell you a story. It may be about French literature and culture. It may be about English literature. It may be about history relating to all the myriad groups which comprise Canadian society. It may be about philosophy or art or even science. You listen, and somewhere along the line, learning takes place in the sense that what you hear told is processed, ooh, what a scientific word, in your brain and assimilated, integrated into your own life experience. I hope that your listening here at Guelph has allowed you to sketch out your own story, which will grow and expand as you go out into the world. And for a final note, a quote from Guelph's own Thomas King, taken from his Massey lectures on the truth about stories, referring to the stories told by the First Nations, ones we so often did not listen to. Quote, "Help yourself to these stories. Do with them what you will. Cry over them, get angry, forget them. But don't say that in the years to come, you would have lived your life differently if only you had heard these stories. You've heard them now." End quote. It's up to you how you will write your future story. I wish you the very best in your future endeavors. Bonne chance et bon courage.
Thank you very much, Professor Bramskis, for reminding us of the importance of our own personal story. Psychologists like me call them narratives, as you said. We like to make everything scientific, but thank you. I think it's an important lesson for us to remind ourselves of the importance that stories have in our lives. So on behalf of the university, merci beaucoup et mes félicitations. And now, I guess it is the time that you've been waiting for. So will the graduating class please rise? Mr. Chancellor, I have the honor to present to you the scholars who have fulfilled the statutory requirements laid down by the Senate of the University of Guelph, that they may be admitted to their various and several degrees.
By the virtue of the authority vested in me and in the University of Guelph, I hereby accept you for admission to your various and several degrees, with all the rights, privileges, and obligations appertaining thereto.
Will members of the graduating class now please be seated?
Good morning, graduates, proud family and friends of the graduates. I'm sure you'll be excited.
Perhaps a little relieved, certainly happy to see your graduate walk across the stage, and you may want to express your emotions in some audible manner. This is fine. Please go ahead. But may we ask that the general audience hold your collective applause until after the presentation of each of the degree programs, and we will provide the cue. Mr. Chancellor, I have the honor to present to you these scholars from the College of Arts that they may be admitted to the degree Doctor of Philosophy. Rochelle Patricia Pereira Alvarez. Mr. Chancellor, I have the honor to present to you this scholar from the College of Biological Science, that she may be admitted to the degree Doctor of Philosophy. Marie Soleil Baudon. Congratulations to our doctoral scholars. Mr. Chancellor, I have the honor to present to you these scholars from the College of Arts, that they may be admitted to the degree Master of Arts. Corinne Madeleine Briere. Emily Margaret Callbeck. Sarah Ann Carter. Caroline Gillis. Osvaldo Gonzalez Valenciano. Brina Karen Langevin. Oscar Fernando Lopez Mejia. Darby Michelina Milner. Ashley Angeli Price. Elena Vinogradova. Sarah Jean Wilmshurst. Congratulations to our Master of Arts students. Mr. Chancellor, I have the honor to present to you these scholars from the College of Biological Science, that they may be admitted to the degree Master of Bioinformatics. Heather Marie Gibling. Michael Robert Veltri. Mr. Chancellor, I have the honor to present to you these scholars from the College of Biological Science, that they may be admitted to the degree Master of Science. Thanushi Iranda Aguleli. Lauren Alexandra Jarvis. Elena Marie Mamon. Megan Caroline Massey. Nicholas Moses. Adam Rocker. Jonathan Joseph Sampson. Ivona Skolsa. Our master's graduates from the College of Biological Science. Congratulations.
Mr. Chancellor, I have the honor to present to you these scholars from the College of Arts, that they may be admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Arts Honors Program. Nadine Biruti, with distinction. Brittany Patricia Berry. Dylan Derek Big Canoe Boudreau. Michelle Christine Bruno. Taylor Bulstrode. Sierra Marie Catofamo. Christine Clemens. Angela Colalilo. Jamie Lisa Marie Cotter. Abigail Dapa. Joseph DeVoe. Nicolina Maria Fava. Sarah Jean Forma. Kara Nicole Howard. James Hudson with distinction. Sean Patrick Kilkenny. Kayla Marie Crichet with distinction. Maxine Barbara Kiefer. Dylan LeBlanc. Patrick Simpson Mahon. Anson McQuaig. Jessica Michelle Catherine Milton. Maya Francis Raff. Jessica Lynn Redmond. Sarah Christina Richmond. Jeremiah Paul Rivers. Matthew Robert Shaw with distinction. Renee Elizabeth Robertson. Nicholas William Sanderson. Samuel Abraham Schwarzbein. Olivia Madeline Simpson. Sarah Rose Stafford. Elizabeth Ashley Street with distinction. Christopher J. Topham. Carolyn Marie Vachon. Catherine Amber Veloso. Ryan Patrick Welsh with distinction. Liana Janine Wigboldus with distinction. And let us congratulate these scholars. Mr. Chancellor, I have the honor to present to you these scholars from the College of Arts that they may be admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Arts General. Karina Christine Azes. Stephen Bannock. Jason Morris Calucci. Samantha Megan Clark. Megan Christina Evans. Gabrielle Flood. Corey Colin Garbett. Catherine Harrington. Janae Alicia Heichel. Nadine Patricia Yegas. Elvira Yakupovich. Jenna Marie Lehman. Kayla Mary Malay. Shelby McEachern. Ria Amina Mohammed Edu. Nicole Smith with distinction. Joy Judith Thompson. Kate Margaret Jill Vallely. Alexandra Weeks. And let us congratulate these scholars. Mr. Chancellor, I have the honor to present to you these scholars from the College of Arts that they may be admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Arts in Science Honors Program. Shannon Selma Brown with distinction. Janet Marine Ergers. Brianne Catherine Maniaco with distinction. Michaela Elda McLaughlin with distinction. Caitlin May Smith. And congratulations to this last group from College of Arts.
Ladies and gentlemen, as before, I would ask you to hold your collective applause to the very end, at which point I will give you the secret signal and you can burst spontaneously into rapturous applause. Mr. Chancellor, I have the honor to present to you these scholars from the College of Biological Science that they may be admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Science in the Honors Program. Matthew Chu. Emily Samantha Cook. Maya Cash Goldman. With distinction, Lindsay Nicole Grenier. Caitlin Rose Lewis. Maya Anita Irvin. Rachel Evangeline Lustig. Benjamin Morales. Melissa Heather Nevin. With distinction, Susan Otten. With distinction, Audrey Jane Yi Pang. Courtney Natasha Passon. Victoria Deborah Poulakos. With distinction, Lillian Ruth Rivkin.
Yeah, Ruth. Yes.
Dylan Mark Sorrow. Nicholas Van Exen. Wesley Rose Wilson. Mr. Chancellor, I have the honor to present to you these scholars from the College of Biological Science that they may be admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Science in the general program. Yu Quan Chu. Gabriela Anna Skibinski. Mr. Chancellor, I have the honor to present to you this scholar from the College of Biological Science that she may be admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Science in Environmental Sciences in the Honours Programme. With distinction, Alexis Stupic. Ladies and gentlemen, you have been very restrained and behaved impeccably. It's time to raise the roof. Let's congratulate all our students.
Mr. Chancellor, I would ask you to confer the various and several degrees on the graduates listed in the program but unable to be present at this ceremony.
By virtue of the authority vested in me and in the University of Guelph, I confer the various and several degrees in absentia on the graduates not present.
Well, graduates, I have the pleasure of providing you with some final remarks to conclude today's ceremony, and I promise I'll be brief because I realize that at this point, the last thing you want to have is a long speech prior to celebrating with your family and friends. But today we came together to celebrate an important transition in your life, and it's easy to think of it as the end of a process, with days of studying, exams, and assignments now over. But your process of learning did not begin here at the University of Guelph, nor will it end today when you exit the room, take lots of photos, and celebrate in the company of friends and family. Today is just the beginning of a lifelong learning process, during which the education you received here at the University of Guelph, both inside and outside of classroom, will serve you well. We hope that we have succeeded in opening your eyes to the complexity of life and to the multitude of perspectives based on culture, upbringing, and experience. We hope that we've given you a glimpse of a greater knowledge of the world around you, of how humans interact with each other, for good and bad, of art and science and history, of the importance of caring for those around you, and the planet that you live on. Remember that your education, the education you received, provides you with an opportunity and a degree of responsibility. On one hand, it allows you the capacity to take advantage of opportunities that serve your personal goals. But on the other hand, it highlights your responsibility to play an important role in civil society, whether local, national, or international. We ask you to be active participants in the world around you. The world needs you to help resolve serious societal issues. We need you to make informed decisions that can take into account the complexity of the global world. And we definitely need you to apply your knowledge and energy to address increasingly complex social problems. But of course, dealing with these important and serious problems will not be easy. Many of us feel that a single person's efforts will not resolve the complexity of the world's problems. But if not you, if not us, then who will be responsible? Your university education has provided you with critical skills to answer complex questions. It has provided you with ways to research, communicate, inform, and influence. It is now up to you to put this knowledge to good use and make your mark on the world around you. And as you make that mark, remember that the University of Guelph has also become a small part of who you are, in the same way that you've become a part of our collective history. Your association with the University of Guelph is lifelong. Know that you're always welcome to return, to visit, to learn, to continue sharing in this vibrant community of learning. We're certainly proud of your achievements, and on behalf of the entire University of Guelph, I offer you my personal congratulations and best wishes for an exciting and successful life. Congratulations. And now this is part of the final information session. So I'll give you a few bits of information that are important. So first of all, we host 4 ceremonies today. And as soon as we all depart from the hall, we will now reset right away for the next set of graduates who will be anxiously waiting probably in the end of the hall. So after the platform party has left the stage, we can admit the guest for the next ceremony in the door at the back of the hall. So we would like you, and this I feel like an airline steward here, but please exit on the side doors so that the next party can come in. The other piece of information I need to tell you is that following Convocation, the college deans will host a reception for all graduates and their guests at Creelman Hall. This is an opportunity to congratulate the graduates, and we hope you can arrange to attend. After you've taken all the photos that you require, given that there are other ceremonies coming up, would the graduate please return your gowns? Some of them disappear from time to time. So please return your gowns to the tent outside directly behind War Memorial Hall. Once again, congratulations, graduates. We are very proud of your accomplishments. And now the final word from Chancellor Mirvish.
Convocation is dismissed.